Grant, that was a very, best way to describe it, hard-fought game, bit scrappy in places. What's your take on it?
I don't think we were at our best today. There's no point of hiding behind it. We didn't get a lot of the things that we worked on right, and obviously the goal was disappointing for us because we know what Josh Bowler's about. We prepped the players all week in terms of he'll want to get it and he'll want to come inside, and we let it happen too easy. Is it a penalty? Looks to me on the replay that Greavesy got a little bit of the ball. I need to check again on the referee's position, but it's one of those ones where sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. The referee obviously gave the penalty, but then after that, we had a very good chance from Tyler in the first half. Personally, he should score. Tyler knows that himself. And then right at the death there, we had two really good chances again from Randell and Tyler. We shouldn't be coming away with a defeat, in my opinion, but it is, and we've got to pick ourselves up and go again.
Yeah, Greg touched upon that. He said that the main positive today was, of course, that you've created those chances, but the disappointment, obviously, like you touch upon, is none of them have gone in the back of the net. Do you put that down partially as well to some superb goalkeeping from the opposition?
Possibly, but in my opinion, you should score. 2 yards out, the ball's got to go in the back of the net. That's me just being totally honest. And it's this division. I've spoke to you many times before that you have to take your opportunities, you have to take your chances. Again, at Forest last week, we were strong in the second half, particularly the last 20 minutes, and we had chances and we didn't take them to get ourselves back level. Today happens again, and look, we need to find a way. We need to make sure that we, when them chances come along again, that we take them. And today's obviously a frustrating day for us. We weren't at our best, but we're still disappointed in there. We haven't come away with at least a point.
Was you happy with the energy levels today, in sense of what's happened, of course, over the Christmas period with COVID, etc.?
Well, it's not been easy. There's no point hiding behind it, but that's not an excuse. It's not an excuse today. We just weren't as good as we have been over the last 7-8 games. Yes, we had a few players on the pitch there today who did contract the virus, probably 3 or 4 of them. Didn't train till Thursday or so. But again, it's not an excuse. We just weren't nowhere near where we can be. But this group's a good group, and they'll come back.
There was a few sort of bumps and scrapes along the way in that game, muddling positions from time to time. Elder, of course, coming off in the first half. What's the situation with him in particular?
Callum's just felt his groin, so we'll see how he is over the next few days. Josh McGuinness has obviously come off with a hamstring, tight hamstring. Brian Longman was struggling in the second half with a bit of cramp, but look, we'll see how they are over the next few days.
You've got time now to obviously analyse this game, but as I was saying to Greg, there's a big cup game to look forward to.
Yeah, no, we can focus on that now. We can almost look forward to that game now. We're obviously still a bit raw after this game. We have to analyse this. We have to see what we've done wrong and try and take the positives out of the game. Obviously, i.e. the chances that we've created and should score. So yeah, we're looking forward to that game now.
And one last one, from what happened in 2021 this season, what would you like to see be transferred over as positives and add to that in 2022 to get as high a finish as possible?
Yeah, exactly that. Just to see how high we can finish in the division, see if we can improve, see if we can continue to develop players and make them assets for the football club. But obviously that's the long-term plan. Today's obviously a short-term one. We're disappointed with the defeat, but we've got to move on quickly.
Greg, thank you for your time. It was certainly a hard-fought 90 minutes.
Yeah, obviously it's always going to be tough coming here. It's a frustrating game if you look back at it. Probably we never played our best. I don't think any team really played some nice stuff. It was a kind of second ball game, not the nicest. They'd obviously had 3 games in a week, so it was the way we wanted to play, which is frustrating on our part. But I mean, the chances we have is enough to win any game. I mean, two in the first half, and obviously the chances at the end. And we know as a team we need to finish them off. It's maybe a testament when you don't play well and you still create chances like that. We had more than enough to get something out of the game, but ultimately you've got to take them to get something in this league. It's ruthless if you don't. Might be a strange question, but do you feel the actual quality of the finishes should have gone in and it was more that their goalkeeper pulled off some miraculous saves to keep us out? Yeah, maybe in the first half, the one obviously George, the deflection, he's got a good hand to it, but there's a couple again. I'd say you'd back anyone, our strikers and our forwards and whoever it was, defenders as well, in these positions. We all back ourselves to take those chances. I think it's crucial that we do, but yeah, again, we've got to defend better as well. Obviously, as a team, it's not just, you can't just pin it on the forwards. It's a team collective. but it's really frustrating when you come away and you look back and you realise how many clear chances we actually had.
Based on obviously the 2 postponements beforehand, what's it been like for the players over Christmas as well in preparation for this game? Has it been just as tough as what it was like out on the pitch? Really
tough. I mean, obviously it's the uncertainty of coming in every day. It was almost like we had 4 every single day. Boys dropping down, and it was you had that worry that it was going to be you, and obviously nobody wants you don't want your teammates to fall victim to it. But look, that's where we are at the minute. Obviously, all we can do is try and keep ourselves in a bubble as much as we can. But testament to some of the boys, they had a week off, they had no symptoms. Thankfully, they came back in and they were straight in today, and maybe it showed a little bit. But it's the same for every team. We can't use that as an excuse. We had more than enough there today to go and get something, and we've shot ourselves in the foot, I think.
Any positives?
Well, yeah, we created a lot of chances. I think that's something that you've got to take positives from. You create chances, and I can't remember them having that many clear-cut chances. Obviously, they had a goal. It's a difficult one with the penalty, and you can see him given, you see him not being given before. But we've got to take our chances ultimately. And yeah, it was a battle. Yeah, it was a slog, but it's frustrating that we had such clear chances and never took them.
Looking ahead though, you have got a big FA Cup game in front of national cameras as well. Everton coming to the MK Stadium. How much are the squad and everyone else looking forward to it?
Well, you very much, these are the games that you want to be involved in. FA Cup live on the TV. It's exciting. Obviously, that's now the one we're preparing for now. But ultimately, we need to go and review this on Monday. The league's our bread and butter. 2 defeats coming off the back, and you look at the performances. It's frustrating that we don't want that to creep back in. Maybe what happened at the start of the season, we had some strong performances, chances not taken, and get done with 1 goal. We need to get back to the way we were maybe at the beginning of December to mid-December, and start taking our chances and be defensively solid again. That's what we need to look to. But of course, it'll be good. Maybe a different test. Obviously, a Premier League opposition. It's one you want to get up for, and one that you want to play on as players.